Excuse my English. We keep thinking that we had to say you can't sit with us.
Just in case you're not aware, You Can't Sit With Us is our other weekly show that we host from 8 till 9 p.m. on LoJoke.com.
On Friday nights?
On Friday nights in the concrete forest.
Concrete forest.
If you would like to watch that show, you can look on LoJoke or on YouTube, or you can even subscribe to our Facebook account, which is facebook.com/You Can't Sit With Us HK. This show, however, we are discussing various types of insults.
We took a break to get some...
To take some vino. This was way too sober for us. Like, we're like, I don't want to... There's talking, there's not enough drinking.
Ooh, what's a good insult for somebody who's drunk?
A lush.
A lush. If somebody drinks too much, like we do, you are a lush.
But also... Like, lush also means someone that's like proper beautiful. So you could be like, oh my God, you are so lush right now.
So if you use it as an adjective, it is positive. But if you use it as a noun, it is negative.
Exactly. So if you use it as a name, it's negative because it means like you're an alcoholic. But if you use it as a descriptive word, then it means like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God. Cassie, you're so lush.
It doesn't a lush imply somebody who doesn't have much money as well? They spend all their money on alcohol. Is that no?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, a lush is a drunk. So welcome to the show where there's two lushes, and our show is called Excuse My English.
Whoop.
Do
you get it? Because it's really funny. Because it's supposed to be excuse my French, but we don't speak French.
But we're speaking English.
It's really funny.
Super hilarious. Laugh.
Okay, so we're actually going to discuss some Yorkshire insults. Yorkshire is like a particular region in England, which is where I am from. And the thing
That's why nobody can understand what the fuck she's talking about.
And the thing is about Yorkshire is we have a completely different dialect. And so like a good example of this, instead of saying shut the door, we'd say put wooden foil. So you see, like, it's a very different kind of...
Wait, say that slower?
Put wooden foil. Put wooden foil.
Put wood in
No,
foil.
not put.
Okay, so what does that, like, why? Why do you say that?
Because it's like putting the door is made of wood, so you put it in foil, the hole.
That is a fucking bizarre. Yorkshire, as I have previously mentioned, is a different country to the rest of the world. They are their own independent state.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Just in case there's any Game of Thrones fans out there, that's kind of where it's set.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're going to start off with we're probably going to finish on some Yorkshire insults. We're going to do this like continuously throughout the series. So if you want to tune in, like it's probably going to be like a little section at the end.
Okay, it's here.
Good. So what does clap some rate wood on?
What?
Clapped some rate wood on.
I don't, you're speaking a different language.
Would it make sense if I said we only say this to women?
She is a slut.
No. It could mean, but no, it means you put a lot of makeup on.
Okay, like, so there's another not Yorkshire phrase that I've heard before, which is, she looks like a dog's dinner.
Yeah.
Which means you've got a lot of makeup on, so...
Yeah, and you look kind of like gross because you've got so much makeup on.
You can say like when your makeup's caked on, so if you can say to a woman, which she probably would not appreciate, but since this is an educational show, you can say that she looks like a dog's dinner if you don't want to say whatever the fuck that mess is that just came out of Alex.
Clap some rate wood on.
Clap some rate wood on.
Well, rate means right, like a lot.
Right.
Like, ooh, you look right good. It means like you look really good.
Okay, kind of. I kind of get it.
Right good. Rate.
An insult that we use in Hong Kong, well, we used to use growing up for like, I'm just thinking of a Hong Kong insult. This is the only one I can think of, which was for underage girls who like got really like messed up, like drunk and like slutty and sloppy. We used to call them UAGs, underage gash. And gash means
vagina.
Gash means vagina. So that's the only one.
There used to be a lingerie shop in my town called Gash, and I was like, and it was beautiful lingerie, but I was like, I could never buy underwear from someone called Gash. It's like, it's not a nice word for vagina. It's like, it's gash. It's like dirty and...
Why do they call it a gash? Because it looks like an open wound.
Yeah.
That's why English people are disgusting. It's just it. Yeah, okay, so have you got another one?
Yeah, this one is That don't sweat much for a fat lass.
Oh, I don't like fat girls.
It means you're ugly, but you're not bad for an ugly person. If that makes sense, like the term means like, you know, even though you're fat, you don't sweat much for someone that's fat, so you're not that bad. Like,
okay.
If I thought Cassie was like okay looking, but I'm trying to be also derogatory, like if I was trying to say like, oh, I don't sweat much for a fat lass, I'm actually meaning like, oh, you're quite pretty for a Jew. It's like an insult.
You're quite pretty for a Jew. Well, I am. So,
you're beautiful as a person.
Okay, yeah, I get that. What's
all
it's like,
religions
that's like a
included.
Backhanded compliment.
Yeah. So it's an insult really, because you're saying like,
you're like, yeah, you're like, ugh.
you're good for someone that's really bottom of the pan.
Yeah, so that we call
I can
that sort
tolerate
of,
you.
We call that sort of insult a backhanded compliment. Because it's like you're hitting someone, but you're only hitting them with the back of the hand.
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt. Yeah, it doesn't hurt as much.
Because I mean, this way hurts a lot more than this way.
But not the way that we hit. Look at this.
Yes. Oh no, Ali, stop it.
Like
very bad.
Like the queen.
Yeah, like we're the queen. So yeah, a backhanded compliment. That's something they've gathered from.
Look how educational our show is. We teach you everything. We can get you through your LPATs. We can get you through your GCSEs. We can get you through your degrees. If
we can't
your
really.
degree is in drinking
swearing.
and insults.
Yeah, drinking and insults. Okay, let's hear another one.
Bam pot.
Bam
with an M.
Bam. Is that hair?
No, that's a barnet.
Oh my god, this is so confusing.
A bam is a type of bread roll, but only certain parts of the UK call it a bam.
What if someone's balmy in England?
It means they're crazy.
Barmy. That means they're crazy. Okay, so that's another one. If you want to call your friend a creative insult, you can say they are barmy, which means they're crazy.
Or yeah, you could say barmy. So like.
But that's affectionate, right?
Yeah, it could be. It doesn't
like you
discriminate.
balmy old twat.
Yeah, very, very affectionate.
Yeah.
Especially when you call them a twat or a cunt.
Yeah. In England.
Cunt, a beautiful word.
Yes, cunt. Cunt is an affectionate saying. Okay.
So a bam pot, like generally the places that call a bread roll a bam are like in the south. And as northerners, we don't like southerners. It's just like the general rule. And pot means like kind of crazy, so it means like a crazy bread roll. Which
so is that what you call southerners?
Bam pot's like, ugh. It means like the weak, kind of like the basic, because it's bread.
Okay, so we would call that, so like as girls, we'd call someone who is like that, would be like a basic bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, basic bitch. That means someone who's like got no individuality or like
no spirit, no particular personality that makes them stand out, like very kind of like bottom of the roll. So that's why we call them like bam pots, because it means like you're a bread roll, like you're the most basic food, you're like.
So yeah, you could call someone a basic bitch.
I've never actually called anyone a bam pot in my life before, by the way. Like, these aren't common, like, Yorkshire phrases. You don't walk down Dewsbury Town, well, no one walks down Dewsbury Town Hall, but you never walk down, like, a city in Yorkshire and you hear people go, like, those bloody bam pots. It doesn't, like, no one, like, it's like an old saying.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, basic bitches.
I'm so fond of Southerners. Oh my God, I love them so much.
Yeah. We're Southerner off camera. So you'd call a female a basic bitch. What would you call a male of this? In normal people language. Same thing. Yeah, but no, but like basic. What's the male equivalent of basic bitch?
Oh, chino's wanker.
Chino's wanker. So
chinos are like a type of trousers, and the guys that wear chinos tend to go to Nando's, and they have like top bants, like so much banter with all the little crew and the posse, and they drive like a Renault or like a Clio, a Renault Clio, so or like a Peugeot 205.
So anyone who is it the coloured trousers?
Yeah, they're like. Yeah.
So anyone who wears coloured trousers, you can call them a chinos wanker.
Beige trousers with like a low crotch and they're kind of tight at the bottom.
Okay.
But like quite not baggy, but like loose at the top. That's the weird.
Okay.
Anyway.
We got another one. We got 3 minutes. Let's do one last one.
Actually, let me see.
And we'll try and put it in.
Daft Aper. This one is really affectionate.
Daft Aper. Somebody who is like a class clown.
Yeah, kind of. Like if you make a mistake, you're like, you daft Aper. Because daft just means like silly, and Aper is like It means like you're ape, like you're, ooh, silly Billy, you're like a gorilla. So it's just like, it's what you call like...
Silly gorilly.
Silly gorilly.
Terrible, that's the worst
It's
joke
like what
I've
you'd
ever
say to a child. You'd be like, you daft ape, what are you doing that for? You don't put beans in the microwave.
Northerners have a lot of insults for children. This just in, Northerners hate children.
No, that's no secret. Because you can't take kids to the pub anymore.
You can't?
I mean,
I saw a kid
can.
in Stormy's last night, so I'm like,
God.
yeah, literally, she's just sitting there.
Western?
Chinese mother, white dad, just sitting there playing on her laptop while her parents were drinking. I was like, me as a parent. I'm trying to think of some more insults. What do you like calling people? I always call people
I call people a wally.
a wally. That's very
Yeah.
English. Somebody is a wally.
Or a fanny. So fanny is a different word for vagina.
But in America, fanny is ass.
It's your bottom.
It's your bottom. It's not like your asshole. It's just like your ass.
And that's why I find it so bizarre when everybody's called fanny over here, because I'm like, what? Do you know that you just named yourself vagina?
We had a girl on our show called Fanny once, and we broke the news to her, and she did not find it as funny as we did. We were like, oh, do you know what your name means in English? She was like, no.
I just find it so bizarre. I used to teach kindergarten, and we'd have like these phonics books. So, you know, Annie Apple says Benny Bear says ba ba ba. For F, it was Fanny Fish. Fanny Fish says queef. You're teaching children about queef at 3 years old.
And what's
Good
a
job,
queef?
Hong Kong.
What's a queef? Before we sign off.
A queef is when air escapes from your vagina.
Yeah.
Usually when you're having sex, or like sometimes when you're doing yoga, like depending on like, you know, whatever move you're doing.
Yeah. So that's, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fanny fart.
Fanny Fish did.
Fanny Fish says queef. Good job, Hong Kong. You did an excellent job.
Okay, so now, guys, we're going to be signing off. This is our first ever, excuse my English, cheers.
Cheers. There will be a lot more alcohol in future, and if you would like to follow us, you can join our Facebook page at facebook.com/YouCan'tSitWithUsHK.
And Ali Bongo, where can they find you?
They can find me at facebook.com/GoAliBongo. GoAAYBongo. Go!
That was really embarrassing.
Yeah, I also make YouTube videos on youtube.com/GoAliBongo, and my Twitter is @AliBongo, ALYYBONGO. So if you would like to follow any of our adventures, you can follow us on those platforms.
And me at Cassit, CASSIT.
Yes, Cassie P, Cassit.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we love you so much, and thank you for
Yeah, we
tuning in.
will see you next week, and we will also see you on You Can't Sit With Us. Bye! Drink up, drink up, drink up!
Bye. Oh.